Hey, how's it going, guys? It is Foxy98 here, and welcome back to a brand new video for you guys today here on the channel. Today, we're going to be finding out how fun is Bahrain backwards on F1 2021. Now, I think I tried to do this series back in 2018, or on F1 2018. I never got around to just seeing how each track was just legitimately driving backwards and how fun it was. So what we're going to do in this year's game is we're going to go through every single circuit and have a look at the track backwards, try and see what we can see in terms of differences on the tracks. And is it any fun? And obviously we'll try and set ourselves a hot lap as well, so bit of mixture of the both. But if you had to join today's video, drop it a like, subscribe if you're new around here as well, and hopefully we can get this series out once a week for you guys. So, without further ado, let's get straight into it then, and set ourselves a flying map, or actually just find out how the circuit performs in general then. So we're going to stop the car now. There we go. Give it a nice spin. Lush. Right. Let's go and see then what the circuit feels like driving backwards. So this is our initial lap. Obviously we don't get to see turn 1, so we'll get to that at another stage now. But as we're going towards this corner, whoa, ooh, that's a tight corner. It feels tighter than last year's game. All right, we'll have to bear that in mind. And towards here, okay, a bit of understeer, quite easy. You can get DRS as well, by the way, when you're doing this, so it makes it even more funny at the same time. Down towards the hairpin. I've actually gone ahead and just nailed that corner. Oh my god, you can tell how much I drive backwards on F1 games when I nail a corner. Alright, should we say that... Okay, difficult braking zone there. It's a lot of tough braking zones, I'll be honest. Ooh. Ooh, you could... You could probably take that flat, but it won't be easy. Okay. Not bad through there. Right, and then we go on to this last portion of the circuit. It doesn't help that I've got a bloody indicator in my way. I wish I could get rid of it, to be honest. I wonder if the MFD will let me. I could try and find out, actually. But what we'll do beforehand is we're going to go for a full lap now. So when we're doing our laps, we're going to judge it off the start-finish line there, and I'll put a timer thing on the screen. I've gone way too wide. This lap and the next lap. It doesn't matter, mate. I'm going backwards, so you can say what you want to me, but it's fine. Right, so this corner we probably want to take in third gear and then shift it into fifth. There we go. You can still ride that curb. It's nice. Alright. This is kind of nice, you know. It's kind of decent. I rate it. I've missed that corner. That's a shame. Would have been fun then, wouldn't it? That corner's still difficult. I probably could have downshifted into second to give a bit more rotation. Ooh. Ooh, that mugged me right off there. Okay. There's some challenging sections to this track, going backwards, which is going to be interesting to try and negotiate as we move forwards. And... ooh, that's a difficult corner section to go through. Right, okay, so that's our first sort of like proper hot lap with it. So we kind of get a feeling now. So it won't be this line, it'll be this line here that we'll be making our judgment from. What I'm going to do now quickly is for myself, not do that. I'm going to change the MFD, try and get rid of this flipping, what's it called? This, yeah, you're driving backwards thingy, because quite frankly, mate, I do what I want. That's not where it is. Where is it? I'll find it. Pretty much got that corner nailed to a T now. Now it's about trying, now that we've done our cycle laps, it's about trying to find that corner that just causes me problems constantly. Because there's always one corner that's going to do that. And then as soon as you can figure that one out, you just try and nail it as best as you can. But this hairpin's a difficult one because that time I aced it. On another occasion, I won't. Broke too early for that corner this time around. This section's difficult. So if we sort of lift. There we go. Exit the curb. guess you could get away with that. This was genuinely going to be my... I was literally about to nearly finish this video in terms of setting a hot lap backwards, because that was near perfect there. I'll probably show you guys that full lap, but that was close to being near perfect. Okay. That's the thing though, you're always going to have a different corner screw you over on each lap, so we go again, we move. As I'm going around now for another one of my laps here, I'm starting to really figure out what corners are causing me trouble. And it's a few, but not as many as I thought, if I'm being honest with you. This corner's one of them, but I'm starting to really understand it. This one here to an extent, although I think I've figured out the braking zone, which is fine. So it's the first corner, or theoretically the last corner, and then the second to last corner. Oh, you know what I mean. I'll let you know now on this lap. It's this corner coming up now, so the last corner, technically the last two as they call it, and then the corner just before the long back straight. They're causing me issues, and I think they're the only two now really that I'm getting difficulties with. So let's see. That was fine. Now it's this corner coming up here, which is also a struggle. Not that time around, that was solid. I missed the apex end of that corner, that's annoying. Too wide in the other first part of the corner. Nice exit through there. It's a decent lap, a couple of mistakes though, so we'll use that as a benchmark. I'll hopefully, if in the edit, I'll get the lap delta on. We'll try and set another... Just want to make sure I'm right for the braking. We'll try and set another lap and see if we can improve on it. And then we'll get 2 laps, and then I'll play them side by side for you as well to try and get a comparison. Oops, a daisy. Right, okay. Struggles for me. Need to remember that for that corner then. That really does bite you. It's a shame. I mean, I've got a good lap in. I just want to set another one. Try and make it as clean as I can. I don't want to leave these videos where I know there's, like, I want it to be where it's a case of you will find time, but you're just not going to know about it. Like, right now, I know that there's plenty of time to find in a few corners, which is not what I want, really. Let's go again. Yeah, that's as think as good as it's going to get. There's probably one corner where I made a mistake, but you could probably get away with not nailing the apex for it. I think that's as good as we're going to get. So there we go then. We've done ourselves a favour and got ourselves a very sexy lap in there. So what we'll do now is I'm going to play the two best laps that I had. We're going to do them side by side and get a comparison and try and see pretty much the delta time and how different it was. And then what we're going to do now is come back and pretty much review the circuit backwards and find out whether it's a good track or not. And we'll give it a rating. We'll do an out of 10 rating for the circuit. Yeah, we'll jump to that now. Yeah, that's as think as good as it's going to get. There's probably one corner where I made a mistake, but you could probably get away with not nailing the apex for it. I think that's as good as we're going to get. So there we go then. Alright, so hopefully you guys enjoyed the side-by-side comparison of my two fastest laps. But overall, as we continue to have a little scurry around Bahrain backwards, is it a fun track to drive backwards? The answer is yes. It's a really fun track to drive backwards. There's a lot of difficult braking zones which you need to be careful of if you're going to have some fun driving backwards in time trial. But there's some sections of the circuit where you're just literally on the ragged edge like there. That's just satisfying to me. And obviously these type of corners, like this is where I went wide earlier, but you could probably get away with going a little bit by there. But there's a lot of complexer corners which have definitely been made more difficult, such as the last corner because you're approaching it backwards. And then, of course, even like this corner here, I've messed it up this time, but it's really satisfying to actually do. But there's a lot of corners that are really difficult to approach. Now, one of them obviously is the last corner, which we'll approach to now whilst I'm doing this review. Also, then, the back straight with the third DRS zone in effect, technically it's the second actually on the lap, is also a really difficult one because you're, instead of exiting that silly tight turn 11 hairpin, you're actually entering it, and you're entering it with a lot of speed and with DRS, so it's not an easy corner by all means to get right. But there's a lot of portions of the circuit where it kind of feels natural, or it feels the same as other ones. So I think all in all, yeah, I'm satisfied with this circuit. I think for now, I'm probably going to give this track backwards, I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Bahrain, you've earned 8 out of 10 for me on my list. But guys, hopefully you have enjoyed this video. Feel free to drop it a like, subscribe if you're not here as well. Next track is going to be the Spanish Grand Prix, so we'll be doing that one next time around. So stick around for that, and we'll see if Spain is any more fun. Oh, that's just so satisfying. I'm still driving whilst commentating this. But yeah, we'll see if Spain can live up to the satisfactions driving backwards, or is it more fun to drive forwards? Until then, I'll see you next time. Take care all. Peace.